The Stomach Turn with our fourth episode. But before we start As the Stomach Turns, we have to talk to you about our sponsor. Vitamina Vegemin has been sponsoring us for the last 4 weeks. Vitamina Vegemin. It is a vitamin that is loaded with meat, vegetables, and minerals. I'm going to take a spoon to see how good this really tastes.
Ready?
I can eat that.
Mmm. And it's so tasty too. It tastes just like candy. Vitamina Vegemin. Vitamina Vegemin has a secret ingredient. It is loaded with embalming fluid. So your skin will always stay nice and tight. Cool to the touch. Yes, Vitamina Vegemin is very resourceful. It's only going now for $3,000.99. You get a special 10% discount if you come and watch our soap opera. Vitamina Vegemin. Spoon your way to health. Last week, we were in the old plantation down south while the matriarch, Mrs. Van Wyck, was getting ready to open an envelope. And this envelope had some very important details. It was going to give the results of Catherine's baby. Well, let's take you back to the old plantation house in Charleston, South Carolina. The morning has been a wreck. Emotions are flying. And there's enough anxiety in the air you could slice it with a knife. The Van Wicks and the Van Pelts are waiting for the matriarch to read the mail. Mrs. Van Wyck is nervously opening the envelope when all of a sudden the doorbell rings. Oh, it's my mother. Mother, I thought you were on a cruise to Siberia.
I have heard what has been happening in this house. I've worked for this family for many years, and now I have something to say.
Oh, okay.
Say it.
Mrs. Piccanella, please sit down. But we do have a very important family issue we are dealing with. So, quiet.
Mother, couldn't this wait? You are embarrassing me in front of this whole family. I might lose my job. I finally got to get $1.50 an hour. And now you're coming to ruin everything for me.
Well, she might as well have her 15 minutes of fame. After all, who knows what's going on behind closed doors around here? We haven't even heard it yet.
Do we have to do this now? I have been waiting for too long for the DNA results. I think that is more important.
Mrs. Van Pelt.
Yes, our family business comes first. By golly, your business shouldn't even be in this conversation.
Well, if you have something to say, go on and get it over with. I have a tennis match to go to this afternoon.
I want to know who the father of Catherine's baby is, so let's get going on that first.
Catherine, please get me my heart pills. I feel a tsunami coming on.
Father, please get a hold of yourself. You know, you have to stay in control. There's nothing wrong with your heart. You can't lose it now. Yes, don't allow this old maid to come here and try to destroy our family. After all, wasn't she fired when she left?
I beg your pardon. Who are you calling an old maid?
I am.
By this time, the air is getting thick. Everyone is fanning themselves. The air conditioner happens to break down at the wrong time. Everyone is frowning, and Mr. Van Pelt is asking for more scotch in his coffee.
More scotch. Come on. Oh, suck her up. Nice.
Melba, you need to leave this house right now before I call security on you.
Now speak up and say what you must. We have another more important things that we're here to deal with.
It's almost lunchtime. I have to eat for two and take care of this baby. Please say what you must and leave our home.
Please speak up. I have an evening class to go to.
Well, what are you waiting for? Go on and speak. And by the way, I need another drink. Make it a double.
By this time, Mrs. Melba Piccanella stands up, and she's going to address Mr. and Mrs. Van Wyck on what she has to say.
Okay, I'm going to get right to the point, and then I'm leaving this house forever. Mrs. Van Wyck, the father of my daughter, the maid, is your husband, Mr. Van Wyck. All the years I spent cleaning houses, so I could through college, and never have I received any money from your husband. Yes, I do have my DNA report too, and it's him.
Well,
How can I face the ladies of the American Revolution now? You scoundrel!
Oh my gosh. All fingers are pointing at Mr. Van Wyck. Shame, shame, shame.
dog.
Terrible.
Na 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 na. Well, stay tuned for the next episode of As the Stomach Turns. Next week, we're going to bring you a shocker. Everyone is going to be outraged. They had to call the country doctor to see Mrs. Van Wyck. She got short of breath and couldn't contain herself. What does the next episode hold for this turbulent family? And what about the result of Catherine's baby? Was it the senator, the milkman, or the postman? And what really happened between Mr. Van Wyck and Melba Piccanella? And when did all that take place, while you were cleaning the closet or mopping the floor? Don't dare miss our next episode. Stay tuned for As the Stomach Turns next Friday to bring you some good, hot, juicy results. And that's it.